My name is Claudia Bafor and welcome to my channel. I am going to go through how I created this look and tell you a little bit more about myself. So, let's get started. Look, I'm going to start off with priming my face. So as I said, my name is Claudia, I'm 36, I live in Switzerland and I have 3 kids, aged 2, 4 and 6. I'm currently a stay-at-home mum. I'm looking after my 3 kids and although challenging, it's the best thing ever. I know it's not an opportunity afforded to everyone, but I'm really grateful that I'm able to be at home with them during these crucial stages. Apart from being a mum, I studied in uni branding and marketing, and that is my area of expertise. I did undergraduate in marketing and I did a master's in brand development. I love studying brands, I love adverts, I love looking at brand identity, brand development, brand communication, logos, I love all of that stuff. I'm also creative. I love to draw, I love to cook, I love to paint. As you can tell probably from my accent, I was born and grew up in the UK. And then after I got married, I moved to Switzerland. Switzerland is absolutely beautiful, but of course, culturally is completely different to the UK. I am now using the Revolution Makeup Brow Pencil. This has been my go-to for years. I kind of stumbled across it by accident in Boots and I've just stuck with it. I'm so pleased that this pencil is also available in Switzerland because it's value for money, it does the job, yeah, and just gives a really soft definition. I really like it. It's literally like £4, so I always grab a few whenever I'm starting to run low. I am a Christian. I'm a Bible-believing, Jesus rose from the dead Christian. I've pretty much been a Christian my whole life, but took my walk with God seriously in my early 20s. What kind of content can you expect from me? I absolutely love to cook, and you'll see from lots of my shorts videos that I like to experiment, try different meals, and also try the more common stuff as well. So you'll find things like easy ways to make chips, cake recipes, kids meals. I absolutely love to cook from scratch for my kids. You'll see lots of those kind of videos as well. And also mainly mains and desserts. I am now going to conceal around my brows using the Too Faced Born This Way concealer in the shade Chestnut. I have this little palette here that I got from Temu, and I just pop a bit of the concealer on there because I will be mixing the shade in a moment. So I just take a little bit from there. Okay, so that should do. I always do my brows and my eyes first when I'm doing my makeup, purely because I lean on my face when I'm doing my mascara and my eyeliner, and I don't want any of the product to transfer onto my hands. That is the only reason. I also love to try to encourage others to have a more positive motherhood experience. I do feel like, especially for stay-at-home mums, there is a really negative, narrative around motherhood. Yes, we know it's tiring. Yes, we know that children can be challenging, but mindset is also really important. It's really helped me. It's helped me to manage the more tiring situations, the more stressful situations a bit easier. So what I like to do now with the top of my brows is conceal using a colour that is closest to the shade of my skin. And to achieve that, I'm going to use the same concealer I used at the bottom. So that's the Too Faced concealer in Chestnut. And I'm going to mix it with the e.l.f. Cosmetics concealer in the shade Rich Cocoa. So I just put a little bit of both colours on there, as you can see, and I'm just going to mix those together to hopefully achieve a shade that's really close to my skin tone. I usually get it quite close though, but let's see. So close today, but it's still darker than underneath my brows. In July of 2023, I launched my own hot sauce business. I'm from Ghana, I'm Ashanti, and I speak Twi. Side note, I launched my own hot sauce business, a sauce that originates from Ghana called shito, which is predominantly made from onions, garlic, ginger, dried prawns and other dried fish. I launched this in the UK and I've just relaunched it in Switzerland, and I made my first sale yesterday, which I'm so happy about. There's really something special about being a small business, launching something just on social media and having people's buy-in, like their trust to actually give you their money, believe in your product and want to try it. It really is amazing. It's an amazing feeling. Every order feels so special. Yeah, it just shows trust and confidence in what you say and what you have to offer, which, yeah, you really can't beat that feeling. And I guess that is the draw with entrepreneurship and the ability to kind of make a change, and you know that it's your hard work. So the concealer that I used around my brows, what I used on the upper part of my brows, I used to just conceal the darker areas of my face, which is underneath my eyes and mostly around my mouth. So that just gives me a bit more of an even skin tone to work with for the rest of my makeup. I'm now going to go in and do my eyes. I'm going to start with an eyeshadow base. This is just going to help the eyeshadow adhere a bit more and stay for a bit longer. It's absolutely freezing here today. We've had lots of snow over the past 2 days, and I always feel like my makeup sticks and stays matte for a little bit longer when the weather's so cold, which is nice. It's a bit of a plus. I just apply this eyeshadow base with my fingers because I've just found that it's the best tool to use than any of the brushes I own. So I've decided on the Too Faced Pumpkin Spice eyeshadow palette. Because I have hooded lids, I always start with a darker colour in the corners of my eye, and then I work into a more lighter colour in the inner corner. So usually a brown of some sort. I have been making content for, oh wow, it's been a long time. I started with a blog in 2014 and I've really been making it on and off, but have taken it seriously, I'd say, in the past 3 years. But this is my first time making long form content for YouTube. There's like a mauve shade. Let's see how this works out. The shade I'm using is called Love You Latte. Does not look like a latte, but it's nice. Quite difficult to schedule content that doesn't involve my day-to-day life. So that's why a lot of my content is cooking, vlogs, washing my hair, stuff that I'm already doing, because it's hard to actually take time away without having like childcare to do the content that I really want to do. I would love to do like more fashion content, more stuff to do with where I live, the community, the city, but I just don't get out much. So yeah, I just try to fit around fit my content into my other interests, which I hope you like. I have noticed, however, that my content that I make around food is what people enjoy the most and engage with the most, which is what takes the most time to do. And I sometimes don't always have time to do that, because if the kids are really hungry or they need something really quickly, I don't have time to record and quickly make their meal. It just doesn't work. So I'm figuring out how to do all of that. It takes a lot more pre-planning to get that done. I'm now putting on some eyeliner. This is the Maybelline Matte Waterproof Eyeliner. I found that this is probably one of the more difficult sides of applying makeup, but it's my favourite. It's my favourite bit. This and wearing lashes. If you would like a more in-depth tutorial on how I put on my eyeliner and my lashes, please let me know in the comments. I'll be more than happy to show. I'll probably do a video on it anyway, because it's just one of those things that's just great to master. So I'll take this up a bit at the end. Just gives you more volume when you put your lashes on. I'm now going to put my lashes on. I wear the Ardell Texturized lashes in the style 579. This is the packaging it comes in, and honestly these are my fave lashes. They're light, they give subtle volume, a little length, they're fluttery, wispy, perfect. The glue that I use is by Eyelaw, and I can't believe that I only discovered black lash glue like 2 years ago. I can't believe it. I've been using the white glue that dries clear for years. Years and years and years. It's like 10 years I'm talking about. Okay, so I'm gonna let the glue get tacky before I put those on. The Repair Shop, Great British Bake Off, The Voice, romantic comedy movies, biographies, basically any kind of talent contest. I absolutely love. Anything with blood, guts, gore, thrillers, crime, I'm not interested. I do not want to know. I've never ever liked those kind of programs anyway, but I think as my walk with Christ has grown, those kind of programs just do not appeal to me at all. So that is my eyes partially done. I'll do some finishing touches in a moment. I'm actually in this video gonna pick up some makeup products that I haven't used in a while. First being the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin. Is that the one? Yes, Yummy Skin. I wear shade 9. This product is so good. Do you know the thing is, I just have too much choice at the moment. And when you're in a rush, as sometimes most mornings I'm just doing a quick bit of makeup, you tend to pick up what is just going to be quickest. And because this balm, you kind of need to wear foundation over it, I haven't been picking it up. But today we're going to put some on because it's a nice product. Oh, bless me. Yeah, so let's put a bit of this on. Look at the match already. That is a match. So the majority of my makeup brushes are from Zoeva. I really like the quality of her brushes, and there's just, if you have the whole set, you just have everything that you need basically when it comes to makeup application. This also smells so good, by the way. This Yummy Skin Balm. That is so good. It literally looks like my skin. using. I'm really going on like I haven't used this before, but I'm amazed every time. Okay, so the shade I'm going to use for the foundation brand I'm going to use today is NARS. I haven't used this in a while. I've been using my Clarins foundation, which I'm very happy with. But this is equally as good and I haven't picked up in a while, so why not try it out today? It's the Sheer Glow foundation in New Caledonia. What else can I tell you about me? I think I've run out of things. I'm going to reach for a shade that I introduced to you earlier on in the video, and that is the e.l.f. Cosmetics concealer in Rich Cocoa. So I'm just going to place that in the areas where I want to create shadow on my face, and those places should already be quite obvious because they are the parts where the light isn't hitting. This is actually the best way to contour to suit your face shape. You can see where I've gone darker on my next concealer. You can't even see that on my forehead, but sometimes subtle is best. Small concealer brush. I need to see this in real life. Bring out my trusted mirror. Worked. I've really struggled to manage how my hair is in its natural state, and sometimes I feel like, gosh, is that not me accepting? Is that me not accepting what my hair really is? Do you know what I mean? But I absolutely love that I can wash, blow dry, style my hair in 40 minutes, sometimes less. I love the time that it affords me to do other things. And I remember like combs used to break in my natural hair. Like when I tried to go natural, I found it so painful, and I know there's like products you can use and conditioners, etc., but it has been really difficult. So if you have successfully transitioned from having relaxed hair your whole life, I'd love to hear how you did it, because I would like to. My daughter, of course, has natural hair, and it would be nice to show her that, you know, her mum's got the same hair as her, but yeah, I struggle. And actually, somebody made a comment on my Instagram and was like, your relaxed hair is kind of part of your brand. But I feel like that's because that's all I've ever had, so that's all they've ever known. It's a deep conversation that I've kind of had internally with myself. Why I'm so comfortable with continuing to relax my hair, what is the kind of image that I like to portray. Is it just about ease, or is it deeper about identity and acceptance within society? But then I just feel like it's just hair, it's just a hairstyle, it's not that deep. So I use two highlights. I use the Too Faced concealer, which I used at the beginning, in the shade Chestnut. That Too Faced concealer, when I discovered it, I was like, where have you been my whole life? The amount of products that you get. So this concealer is 13.5ml. The average concealer is usually 5 to 6ml. So you can already see like how much you're getting for your money. The quality, the coverage, the color range, 10 out of 10. It's so easy to blend. It sits so nicely on the skin, works really well with setting powders. It has been my go-to for a long, long time. I'm now going to use a bit of blush. I'm using the MAC blusher in the shade Heat Index. Not the biggest fan of blushes. Maybe it's because I haven't mastered the application. I also only use powder blushes, just because that's what I'm comfortable using. But I'm ready to have my mind changed on that. And I'm always a bit conscious of wearing too much, but seeing as it's cold outside, oh, that looks nice today. Huda Beauty setting powder in Kunafa, and I'm going to use my Beauty Blender sponge to apply it. So I'm just applying that now to my forehead, my nose, underneath my eyes, and just in the places around my mouth where I applied the lighter concealer. Soft brush to just sweep away the excess. So now that I've done that, I'm going to apply my bronzer, and for that I'm going to use NARS again in the shade Laguna 08. Now I want to get rid of any harsh lines, as you can see here, and just create a bit more of a blend between my setting powder, blusher and bronzer. And for that I'm going to use my NARS Mineralizer in the shade Dark. NARS? MAC Cosmetics Mineralizer in the shade Dark. And I'm just going to brush that over with quite a big brush. Smooth out those places. I'm almost done now. I hope that you have learned a little bit more about me. I'd love to know a little bit about you too. So do tell me something about yourself in the comments, subscribe, like, and share with anyone that you think will find this video useful. I have found that even though, I don't know, a lot of people that follow me are in their mid-30s or whatever age you are, not everyone is kind of where they want to be in their beauty or self-care or just kind of learning about anything journey. So, you know, it's good to learn something new, and it's never too late to start. So whether it's makeup that you want to be amazing at, cooking, knowing how to put an outfit together, what colours work together, anything like that, it's to start. Whether you start when you're 30, 21, 38, it doesn't matter. But what matters is the time that you invest in it to get better, because practice makes better. It doesn't necessarily make perfect. I'm now going to use the MAC eye pencil in the shade Graph Black. I'm going to use that on my waterline. Much better now. I'm now going to use the MAC lipstick in the shade Verve. I'm now going to use another shade by MAC called Snob. Lano Lips lip balm it's a tinted lip balm and it's in the shade Rose. Okay, and lastly I'm going to finish off with the NYX setting spray, and this is a matte finish setting. Well, that is the end of my first video. Thank you all so much for watching, but have an amazing day or night at whatever point you're watching this, and I will be back soon. Thank you so much. Don't forget to subscribe, like and share with anyone that you think will find this useful. Bye.